Welcome to the All Sports Matter podcast. This is the last one for the year, y'all. Merry Christmas. If we didn't say it last week, because I think I forgot. Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year, because we know we going into this the last one of the year, y'all. And for the last one of the year, I figured we'd do something real special. And we went ahead and figured out and got my boy off the table. So Amir, talk to the people. Welcome back, brother.
Yeah, no, I between Thanksgiving and New Year's and all them holidays, I don't know if I'm still celebrating Labor Day. I don't know. Either way, I'm here. I gotta make sure the last show of the year goes out the right way. I see Fleck distracting me with his dancing, so I don't know what's going on. Either way, we celebrating. We celebrating. This is the All Sports Matters podcast, and I appreciate y'all for what y'all do. Let's close this out on a good note.
It's a celebration. Fleck, come on up in here. Stop all this dancing.
I'm happy that Amir's back.
I love it. Look at that. Boom. We got lasers and everything. That's the one I was looking for. It's because Amir's back, y'all. Wait till we get everybody back.
Brother.
Wait till we get everybody back. It's going to be amazing.
It's like I said, life would be lifing, and life had me.
Life has been life, and I understand, man.
Johnny Castillo, what's up, brother?
I totally understand that. This Kool-Aid is good.
That's cool. Yeah, that's some good Kool-Aid, huh?
Not Kool-Aid.
Maybe it's the water that you mixed it with. I don't know.
This is 1998, and he drinking Boone's Farm.
Oh my goodness, not the Boone's Farm.
The Strawberry Hill.
Happy New Year, brother, Mr. John Castillo. He up in here saying Happy New Year to everybody. How come I had a drink? Hey, first of all, I want y'all to know this right here.
No.
If you want to cause some fights for at all the family events, no mercy. That's ridiculous. Stop doing
that. Is that the one that got a draw 32 or something?
Yes. You got to draw 10 in that joker. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. I caused 17 fights at Christmas.
Yeah, we ain't doing that one.
Y'all former sister-in-law would flip the table.
That's ridiculous. I'm telling you, it was fun though.
She flipped them after draw fours.
So, bro, let me tell you something.
32.
That game is pure chaos. It goes up to draw 10, but if you get 25 cards in your hand, you automatically out. That game is pure chaos.
But I do got a legit question though. So if you get hit with a draw 2 and you got a draw 2 in your hand, can you just stack that?
Yep. Do
y'all play it that way now?
Yeah,
no. It's actually a part of the rules. I'm
talking about the old school.
Yeah,
regular. Stacking.
No, I like the shirt. I just noticed.
Yeah. I was gonna bring that. I was gonna bring that in there.
It's the only way I was allowed in public, and this is public. So
that's funny. This is marking up property. I love it.
You know it's coming down time for them nuptials. So she trying to make sure it is marked properly.
It is right around the corner.
It's right around the corner.
We talking about nuptials?
Nuptials.
Man, we still got Valentine's Day, her birthday, and I'm pretty sure she'll have claimed her birthday about 18 more times between now and then the nuptials.
Man, all that's practice for the nuptials.
That's why you hit her with the, hey, I thought we were saving for this wedding.
I've done that already.
He bought 17 hats since you said
that. He bought 25 hats.
Since you said that statement.
I've been good. I think I just bought number 500 this morning. It was a bucket hat to commemorate 500 hats. So that's about. I stopped.
I mean, it's a commemoration. You got to do it.
We haven't really released any new ones that have been worth a damn here lately.
Yeah, I bought like 2 winter editions, but that's about it.
I saw some pinstripe NFL ones came out today. They
don't have the Giants or the Titans, so
I
look straight past that.
They only have playoff-worthy teams.
It looked like they only had playoff teams. Speaking of playoff teams,
playoffs,
the big chef not here because he's celebrating his anniversary. Happy anniversary, Big Chef.
He's celebrating that win. The Ravens win over the Ravens.
You know what, Titans fan? You know what? Yes, you sit over there and hush your face. Sit in the corner
now.
But yeah, let's jump right into it. Yep, my 49ers took an L. They got punched in the jaw.
They didn't take an L. They got their ass beat.
Not really.
I'm gonna go back to the film.
Not really. They just had interceptions.
Do you mean the 17ers?
Yeah, because that was ridiculous. I'm still kind of flabbergasted at how Lamar Jackson got tripped in the end zone for that safety. That was
That
kind of
man had
strange.
some money on. He had a parlay going, and the
You know,
safety was part of
it was a lot of people was pointing out that his number was actually 49 at the same time.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. You know, some people, look, they cheating for the 49ers. They definitely wasn't cheating for the 49ers, because if they was, it wouldn't have been all them interceptions. They'd have got the Pat Mahomes, Tom Brady treatment. As soon as the interception would have came, it would have been some type of flag to negate it.
The NFL didn't want to see them score 17 points again. That's why the ref tripped more.
I'll take it either way. You know, they caught that L. They still number one in NFC, so I'll take it. But yeah, do you think that should have propelled Lamar Jackson to the top of the MVP talks, though? Because if you look at his stats compared to some of the other people who they've been talking about for the MVP, his stats aren't quite up there with them. So do y'all think he should be in those talks just because he beat the 49ers?
It sounded like hate.
No, I'm not hating at all. I'm asking a for real question, because I saw his stats and they.
I will say his numbers doesn't dictate MVP season. If that's the case, then Baker Mayfield is top 3. You know, so we got to talk about how he wins. Now, that's the exact same reason before last week Brock Purdy was in a conversation, because it was a winner. It wasn't because of his stats.
But Brock Purdy had the stats, though. He's ranked first in a lot of the categories for quarterback.
He's now top 5 in interceptions thrown.
He is, and that's crazy. And I was one of the people who said that I didn't think that Brock Purdy, if it was somebody from the 49ers that was to win the MVP, I didn't think it should have been Brock Purdy. Thought it should have been Christian McCaffrey.
Well, it goes back to, and obviously my statistician will fix this for me. I believe Barry Sanders split with Brett Favre. I believe
Barry Sanders did.
Steve McNair had a co-MVP year
with
there
Peyton,
too,
yeah,
right? With Peyton Manning. Running backs. This is a quarterback award, unfortunately.
I was about to say, yeah, the
right.
MVP was turned into a quarterback.
It's the main reason the NFL created Offensive Player of the Year, to ensure that running backs or wide receivers get a participation trophy. Because right now, the top 2 in the MVP, it should come down to Christian McCaffrey, Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill, right?
Period. That should be a conversation. And I'm not talking about just this past weekend, you know, when Brock Purdy crapped the bed and threw those interceptions. I'm talking about before that. It should have been a two-headed conversation, because quarterbacks, we're used to those numbers when it comes to quarterbacks. It wasn't an all amount of numbers. It wasn't like, oh my God, they're breaking records type of numbers. We're talking about McCaffrey putting up touchdowns and points, period, receiving, rushing yards, and Tyreek Hill about to break the record for most receiving yards in a season. Those are all inspiring numbers, and that's who we should have been talking about prior to this game. Hell, if you want to go even further, Raheem Mostert is putting up touchdown numbers. These are numbers that we haven't seen.
Yep.
Doing this.
Him and CMC are actually tied. They both have 21 apiece.
Exactly. That's what we should be discussing. We, meaning the media, but no, we want to just go by MVP is a quarterback-led award.
All right. So when y'all
100%, it is. It's the MVP is the quarterback of the best team in the NFL. Basically, that's what it's been here lately.
All right.
It's been a quarterback-driven award, like Amir said.
Are we gonna at some point get a change into where they have a quarterback award and then have an MVP award at the same time? Because that some people
have that already when they talk about the Offensive Player of the Year. You know, so it's like the MVP is the quarterback, Offensive Player of the Year is the first non-quarterback top player, I think which is bad. It's bad in this case, because this year it should be McCaffrey or Hill or even Mostert, and then you can give it to Lamar Jackson, Offensive Player of the Year. You know, because you gave the MVP to Somebody
to a
who's not a
non-quarterback.
quarterback.
I don't think that there should be a difference. You know what I mean? Like there shouldn't be a distinction. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to make up an award to reward the best non-quarterback. The MVP should be exactly what it says: most valuable player.
Right.
Most valuable quarterback. So I mean, I'm agreeing with Amir on that one 1,000%. Like,
and has there ever been an MVP off the defense?
Yeah.
Woodson.
Woodson,
No?
yeah.
Okay. I'm just checking. I got some comments going on. I got Betts saying, you know, Howell was leading the league in passing for a few weeks. He was, and then he got benched, but now he's coming back. He's got no issue with CMC winning it, but what Lamar did was impressive. MVP is equivalent to the Heisman in college, but they have non-quarterbacks that win Heisman. He's on my page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't see any of this.
Right. He said Alan Page and LT both won MVP as on the defense side. And then we got Q coming in, and we got JPP who was commenting. He was chiming in on talking about LT had 28 touchdowns. Mostert should be 3.
I do agree with
Lawrence
Quincy
Taylor won the MVP.
To take a step forward, so we can forward progress thinking. I believe the NFL this year should have co-MVPs, but it should be CMC and Tyreek Hill. For the first time, acknowledge that, hey, a player other than a quarterback has led their teams to respective wins, playoffs,
right.
etc. And I don't think a quarterback this year has dominated as such. You know, Lamar Jackson is doing his thing. Going back to your original question, Lamar Jackson is doing his thing. He is leading the team to victory. I give him now. He's probably the best quarterback right now playing. Doesn't make him the MVP.
I agree.
Or not, but it wasn't Charles Woodson. It was Alan Page and Lawrence Taylor that are the only defensive MVPs.
And there you go. So, you know, we got 2 games left. How do y'all see these last 2 games shaking out? Because the Rams, we still have people that's still in contention. The Rams are still in contention. So I know, you know, they're going to play their last 2 games hard. The Eagles are still right there. The Lions are still right there with the ability to try to, you know, if somebody slip up, I can move up. The Lions are at number 2 right now, and the Eagles are 3. I think that's how it is.
Yeah.
So
what are you asking? I'm sorry.
Do y'all think they're?
The other one I'm concerned about is to make sure that the Cowboys play on the road the whole entire time. Outside of that, I don't care. So they lost to Miami, and don't get me wrong, they it's not like they got beat. It was a good competitive game. Both sides, you know, played well, but Cowboys can't win on the road. And that's what it comes down to it. So they might beat Tampa Bay in the first round, maybe, unless Baker Mayfield is playing like the Baker Mayfield like he has. You know, there's not something that we can just bypass. Baker Mayfield is playing some football.
Baker Mayfield is the Rams have turned things around, and they've gotten in sync. Cooper Kupp and Puka.
Buccaneers. Mayfield plays for the Bucks.
Yeah, he is. I was, you know, jumping on.
You confused me then because you said Mayfield and you were like.
And then I said the Rams.
Hey, I literally said we can't bypass what they're doing, and he bypassed
what they're doing.
Within the next breath. He bypassed.
I did. I went, but I was just piggybacking on it. I wasn't trying to change it off of what Baker Mayfield is doing. I was just piggybacking on it. But yeah, you're right. Baker Mayfield, that has been, you know, he's been playing out of his mind, and nobody gave the Buccaneers a chance going into the season to do anything, because we all saw the videos from practice where they couldn't hit the broadside of a barn at 10 feet. But
we got to give props.
We're talking about Tua.
Rashid White is balling in the running back position. Mike Evans, Hall of Fame, 10 years straight, 1,000 yards receiving. Like every year, this is it for Mike Evans. I've heard it 3 years in a row. But they, you know, and then he comes out and he balls. This is a free agent season for Mike Evans. You know, does he stay? Does he go? Where, you know, that man is still balling.
He's going to get paid no matter what.
Right.
It
Hey,
stays or goes.
so I'm not dismissing the Buccaneers. I believe the Cowboys will beat them in the first round, but it's not going to be an easy victory for the Cowboys. But the Buccaneers need to get a little props, and then yes, we can move on to the Rams, who's balling lately.
The Cowboys still got a chance to win the East, though. So are we
I'm-
locking in?
They had a chance. Losing to Miami, that's what I was getting at before. Losing to Miami hurt their chances because the Eagles
have a
they
cake
got the
schedule.
Cardinals, they got the Giants again. So
Right.
by them losing, they're now a game behind, and the Eagles got all of. Even if the Eagles was to lose one time, the Eagles got to lose both games for the
Right.
Cowboys to win the division.
Right.
The Cowboys not winning the division. They lost that when they lost.
I'm just saying they're not mathematically out yet. Is what.
No, they're not.
Well, no, if the Eagles lose one game and the Cowboys win out, then
They got to lose twice.
they'll have a tied record, and that was the reason why the Cowboys kept jumping over them, because the Cowboys have a better conference record.
Yeah, but the
that
Eagles
changed because the conference record, Eagles beating the Giants twice. Now the Eagles will have a better record by beating the Giants. Yeah, now they lose to the Giants, then that's where the tricky part is. But we all know they're not losing to the Giants.
And so as of right now, 1 through 7 for the NFC is 49ers, Lions, Eagles, Bucks, Cowboys, Rams, Seahawks. As of right now. For the AFC, you have Ravens, Dolphins, Chiefs, Jags, Browns, Bills, and Colts. Who do you see with these last 2 weeks not making it?
Right now, technically, the no, because they're in the same division. Go ahead.
I just want to throw out there the Cleveland Browns got a chance to be the number 1 seed.
And that's what I was about to say.
Yeah, because they're 11-5.
I just want to throw that out there. The Ravens lose their last 2 games.
And the Browns have to win their last one.
And Dolphins got to lose to Buffalo. And then Cleveland wins their last game. Cleveland's the number 1 seed going to the playoffs.
Which is
throw that out there.
Unheard of.
Think what you just said. That's like that new school math.
I know.
It's like the new school math. They take these kids all the way around the block. 2 + 2 is 4. 2 + 3. You got to carry the 1 this way, then throw a 7 this way. You
got to get the 1 from over there, and the other one you got to borrow that one. Then you got a remainder 1. Don't worry about it. It's still 4.
So we're talking about the Browns. I was asked the question: is Joe Flacco in the conversation for comeback player of the year?
Yeah, he has to be. Go ahead, Fleck.
I think I agree with you. He has to be, but I think the moment Damar Hamlin stepped on the field, that was his award. Like I don't see him not winning that. No matter what happens. I mean, Flacco's had an incredible 5-game stretch here, but I think the moment that Damar Hamlin stepped onto the field, that was his award.
He said, "What is he coming back from retirement?"
I mean, that is true too, because he really didn't come back from anything. But
I would play devil's advocate and
say Hamlin ain't played.
I would ask the public how many tackles Damar Hamlin had this year.
He played a game.
He played 1 game, but
has he made this year?
2.
I'm not saying
can check it.
Statistically, it should be.
I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm not going
right. I'm not saying statistically it should be his award.
I'm just saying 2.
Based off of the emotions that happened during that time,
I'm just
seeing
saying,
him come back to the field. It was
Gene Hackman found Shane Falco off the couch and brought him into the game, and they now could be, based upon long math, could be the first seed of the AFC. Now, mind you, what is he coming back from? I'll throw this out there. Flacco, before the season, the last 2 years with the Jets and
Broncos
was 3-17. I'll throw that out there. That's what he's coming back from.
From being 3-17?
He was 3-17. Now he's 4-1.
It said Hamlin ain't played. He's been a healthy scratch. Flacco saved the Browns season.
He played 1 game when they were out of defensive backs. He got in.
He played that game, but I think, like I said, I think he had 2 tackles.
Because the fact that we can't.
Huh?
See, here's my issue. Again, I'm playing devil's advocate. You're not wrong. Now we have to think about what game that was. That's probably week 8, maybe. I'm just throwing it out there.
Mm-hmm.
What did he do in that game? Like, if we're going to give a guy an award, and now we got to ask all these questions, and he's not deserving of the award.
And that was the question I was going to ask right there. What impact has he made? Because he played a game, but to get an award, you have to make some type of impact, right? So just coming back, yeah, you can't. He got brought back from death, but you still have to make some type of impact to the game. Not saying not discount what happened, but I feel like he still didn't make any type of impact because he didn't play. And I understand why he didn't play because they're trying to be safe with him. But
so he played in 2 games.
I'm not trying to be a butthole about it.
He played week 10 against the Broncos.
Now we got to look it up.
And he played week 12 against the Eagles. And he only had 2 tackles total for the season. I'm not saying that his statistically. Huh?
I said I told you 2. He had 2 tackles.
And I'm not saying statistically his stats are what is going to win him the award. I'm saying the emotions of the roller coaster ride. He's on the field. He dies on the field. They bring him back. You know what I mean? Like, right. I think that.
No, I totally understand
that he stepped onto the field.
He came back from death in 9 minutes. It was 8-9 minutes, something like that. Now, that night had everybody on the edge of their seats praying even people that didn't pray, hoping this man just was alive, first and foremost,
right.
to coherent,
and that's why
he came back from death. Again, I'm being devil's advocate. He came back from death last season, week 17, technically week 18. Week 18, 17th game. That was last season. We're going to give him an award for coming back from death this year.
Comeback player of the year.
Well, he already did that last year.
Comeback player of the year.
He came back from death, though.
But they wasn't even expecting him. But remember when during that time, they didn't even know if he was going to ever even walk again.
And I understand that.
You know what I mean? And like I said, statistically, no, he shouldn't. But based off of that, then I think even if he would have played in week 18 this year and only came in on a kneel down, he would have got it for stepping foot on the field again.
Let me ask you this. Week 4 last year, Tua was knocked the hell out throwing gang signs because he was completely concussed. Came back and played. Did he get the comeback player of the year?
He should have been in the conversation, I guess, if you want to. But didn't he come back? Didn't he play again last year?
Yeah, he played at the end of the year.
I'm saying he got knocked out at the end again and got knocked out for the season.
I mean, you're comparing apples and oranges, I guess. I don't know.
But who else? Right?
I'm agreeing with you. In theory, yes, he should be. But my football side is saying, wait, there's an old man who came off the couch who's helping the team.
And
but what did he come back from? But what did he come back from?
$1 million.
But what did he come back from? What did Flacco come back from?
He came back from retirement.
Nobody wanted him. That was his issue.
He came back from food stamps and got $4 million a season.
And that's exactly that's exactly what was being said. Flacco right now has more touchdown passes than a few teams out there, and they played a whole season. He came off the couch.
And I'm not saying that Flacco doesn't have a case. I'm not saying that. I'm definitely not saying that. I'm not dismissing Flacco.
I am advocating for the elderly.
But so who else is in this conversation for comeback player of the year besides Damar Hamlin?
Amir?
You know what? I'm not for 2 months not doing podcasts. Do I get no work?
I'm gonna ask America. You get comeback host of the year. Comeback host of the year. I'm gonna ask America. America, who else should be in this conversation for comeback player of the year?
That's a great question. No, that's a great question. We talked about last year. Tua being healthy this year is something to be discussed. But all jokes aside, since we're on the conversation, Elijah Moore going down last night and moving the way he was on that.
Yeah,
That didn't give me
That was kind of scary. Yeah, that was
that,
kind
that
of
was
didn't
scary.
give me a
that
good
was very
feeling.
scary.
That was kind of
That was very scary. What was going
And
on with
nobody's
Elijah
really
Moore?
talking about that. And I was watching a bunch of sports today. Nobody's really talking about.
Nobody talked about it.
Yeah,
And
those
when I-
involuntary, and those were involuntary movements.
they
That
definitely
wasn't
were.
doing that. Those
Yeah,
were
they definitely were.
involuntary.
So
That was scary.
yeah, so prayers for him, and hopefully he comes back stronger than ever, and he's not jumping right at the gun to be back out there immediately. But prayers for him.
You definitely can't rush that man back.
Right,
Not
definitely
after
not. Brees Hall. Oh yeah, Brees Hall did miss his rookie season, didn't he?
After 4 games, he was out after 4 games, I believe.
So is he a candidate for comeback player of the year?
Yeah, no.
I mean, technically, yes.
And that's not his fault. I believe that's Aaron Rodgers' fault. Not even Aaron Rodgers. That's the Jets' fault.
Yeah, and next season, yeah, I think it'll be between
Aaron
it'll
Rodgers.
be Aaron Rodgers. They probably go hand deliver it to him at the beginning of the season.
Nick Chubb.
Oh, yeah.
And it's gonna be between Aaron Rodgers and Nick Chubb, but they gonna probably give it to Aaron Rodgers.
Is
They're going
Nick
to give
Chubb
it to him
gonna
at the 76-second point. If he plays one more second than he does this year, the award goes to Aaron Rodgers.
He was out there for 3 plays.
75
And went down.
seconds. 75 seconds of game time. And if he goes to 76 seconds of game time, the award goes to Aaron Rodgers.
Why
Are we
Stafford,
just naming people now? Like, what's going on?
Stafford and Mayfield? Baker Mayfield not a comeback player of the year candidate. He played last year, sort of. Stafford did get hurt. That's the reason why Baker Mayfield went to the Rams. But
I'm sorry, it's not our fault when a quarterback decides to play good.
yeah, I mean, that's what it is.
I'm wrong, sir.
So, I who do y'all see getting defensive player of the year, offensive player of the year at this point right now? I mean, we're at the end of the year, huh?
I mean, I think we already pretty much gave that award out. It's going to be CMC or Tyreek. It's going to be one of the two. Hell, I would even advocate for them both to get it.
Yeah.
Man, defensively, Myles Garrett, maybe that dude has been a home wrecker.
I still think TJ Watt.
Yeah. I've been advocating for Myles Garrett all season, and then every time you look at the stats, it's TJ Watt on top. It's like you watch Myles Garrett play, and he's wrecking that line. You're like, that's the guy.
Yes.
And then you look at the stats, and it's still TJ Watt. And you're like, what is going on in Pittsburgh? Because they're always at 4th and 2 or 4th and 1, and their quarterback throws it 85 yards downfield. Like, regardless. And that distracts the fact that TJ Watt is wrecking on the other side.
Also, why TJ Watt not in the conversation for comeback player of the year? Wasn't he out?
He always gets hurt at the end of the season.
No, he was out all last season, wasn't he? He broke his leg or something, didn't he?
No, because didn't he almost break a record or some shit? Or
last year? I don't think that was last year.
No.
Let's get our statistician on it.
Why the hell would Deron Bland?
Because he's a Cowboy.
Breaks an NFL record.
I don't even know who wrote that, but
that's Q. He broke the NFL record for having 5 pick sixes in the season and hasn't done it since.
He hasn't done anything since. I think
he's been getting beat. He's been getting beat.
It's gonna be fun seeing him and Trayvon on the field together.
But where would you put Gilmore?
Well, Bland.
I say that because they're both boom or bust.
Well, no, Bland was there.
Bland.
No.
Healthy. They would have been no Bland.
Bland was there with Trayvon. He was in the nickel.
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't in the corner. He was the nickel.
Yeah, he was inside. They just slid him outside when Trayvon went down.
All their pick sixes was on the outside. That's where Diggs would have been. So if Diggs don't go down, nobody's talking about Bland this season. That's what I'm saying. But
it's like you say, they both boom or bust. So it's either they go get you a pick or they go give up a touchdown. But
like I said it.
Bland still lead the league in intercepts?
Yeah, he does. Trayvon Diggs is the Jameis Winston of defense. I've said it. I'll stick to it. Trayvon Diggs is Jameis Winston. Hey, when he threw for 50 touchdowns and 50 interceptions, it's probably 30, but either way, it looked like 50.
And I got bets on the other page, and I've been
why won't he come
trying to go back and forth.
We can all see.
Because he on this page. I don't know. Bets, go to the other page. I don't know. I tried to tell him. He said Joe Burrow could be a candidate for next year too, for comeback player of the year.
I agree.
How'd that go from MVP favorite to number 5? I mean, the MVP favorite change every week. So until it's the end of the season and they actually counting names, it don't matter.
It is what it is.
So who getting offensive rookie of the year? Because we all at the beginning of the season we all thought he was coming out of Atlanta.
It's Puka.
Yeah,
hands down, it's Puka Nacua.
I see Pookie. Who else got a good rookie out there? Anybody? We thought it was gonna be Bijan.
CJ Stroud up until these last two, unfortunately.
CJ Stroud.
He starts slow, and then he's finishing slow, unfortunately, because not his fault. But right now, it's Puka Nacua.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
No.
Montgomery is taking his stats away from him. But yeah,
I'm giving that one to Pookie.
I know who not getting it. Is that boy in Carolina? They not winning no awards in Carolina. Defensive rookie of the year.
Me.
Witherspoon?
In Seattle?
He's been locking down. Seattle has been a tough draw. For some reason, they got a bad team and they still got a playoff spot. And it's because of that defense.
That's true. What's up, mama? My mama in there, y'all.
Hey, mama. Where's she at?
She on my page too.
I can't see names.
She on my page too.
Senor Betts has moved over. Hello, Senor
Betts.
There he is.
What's up, Betts?
Bet, you didn't want to talk to me? Is that what you was having a private conversation with Jim?
Well, Jim's been holding it down for the last month.
Will Anderson, he I mean, I don't think he's had a good year.
To me, Will Anderson just had a slow start.
Right.
But that's been the entire Houston team, though. If I'm being honest, the entire team was slow. So.
Does Tank Dell have a shot at comeback player of the year next year? If he is able to replicate what he did this year before he got hurt.
He only missed 2 games, and he's questioned. He might even play Sunday.
Then he break.
He's on IR, so he's gonna miss at least 4 games.
Then he break like several bones in his leg.
He'll be here for the playoffs.
He did.
No, I'm thinking Nico Collins. Nico Collins.
Yeah, you're thinking Nico. Yeah, Tank Dell, he ain't coming back this year.
Yeah, Tank Dell's gone. He's done for the year.
I was thinking Nico Collins.
And Nico Collins came back last week.
Yeah.
Your sister in there, Amir.
Hey, sis.
What's the underwear? What are you talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyway, let's move on. We've been talking about football. Y'all want to talk about some basketball now? I guess I don't know. What's happening with Detroit? What's happening with the Pistons? Are they gonna win another game?
I think they win their next one. They got the Raptors next. I don't think they break the mark. They've tied the longest losing streak ever. I don't think they break it.
Yeah, they're at 27 now.
They've been
they hit 28 last night.
Yeah.
They're 28? Okay.
And they played 28 games, and last night was the first game I watched out of all 28 because I was hoping they beat Boston.
Exactly, you were. But but they've been playing these like I will give. I mean, they haven't won them obviously, but these last 5 games they have been competitive. They've been either up big or they're late in these last 4 or 5 games. So they're getting close. They got the Raptors. Their next game is a home game against Toronto. I think they beat the Raptors to stop that streak.
So as a team, do you want to be the team that allows them to end their streak.
No, you absolutely don't want to.
You got to be coming out swinging and playing like it's game 7.
That's why I was pissed off when the Celtics was down 19 at halftime. They were down 21 at one point. Me and Amir, we were going back and forth through text. I was like, man, you guys are pissing me off.
Yeah, I saw that. I was at the Pelican game when y'all was doing it. I was like, what are they talking about? I didn't know what was happening. But yeah,
man, I do not want my Celtics to be the team that gives them that first win in 28 games.
Yeah, because you would have caught hell, right?
Well, I mean, I would have been all right, but I didn't want it to be my team.
Yeah, for real.
Now, the Lakers or the Pelicans want to give up that booty, then hey, that's.
Let me tell you something. About the Lakers. They so excited about that in-season tournament banner. They decided they didn't want to win no more games. LeBron James out there.
They allowed the Spurs to break their 17-game losing streak.
Exactly.
So why not the Lakers?
Exactly. That's why
to beat the news. And here's one thing I learned in our socially woke era that we're living in. Anything to be in the news, they're going to do, which means that they allow Detroit to win. Finally, the Lakers is like, yup, we did that. And LeBron's going to be like,
no, Tatum's not playing tonight.
And another banner is going to go up because he's the GOAT of nothing.
Let me tell you the secret, Amir. They doing everything they can to just give LeBron more and more stats.
Stay relevant. Just stay relevant.
He the first one to win an in-season tournament.
And here's
Kobe and Jordan didn't do it. I was like, well,
let's go back to Detroit.
Hold on, but here's one thing: I don't really believe anybody really talking.
Because he just spent 30 minutes talking about the Lakers.
I want to talk about the Lakers. He's talking about LeBron.
Mr. Glass himself. Hey, Mr. Glass himself is like the second played most minutes in the league right now. I just want to throw that out there. He's doing everything he can.
That's incredible in itself.
Nobody's really talking about that. It's always LeBron. AD in minutes played, I believe is second or third right now in the league.
Yeah, you playing all these minutes, but
that's something we never thought we would talk about when it comes to Mr. Glass.
He playing all these minutes, but he not dominating like he should as a big man though.
He did last night.
Well,
yeah. All right.
He ain't as he's shrinking because he's older. It's a thing. And that's why Joe Flacco deserves the comeback player of the year. Right there.
See how you spun it back around?
Yep.
Amir, where's Josh Allen at in your top 10 this week?
He's creeping. He's in the top 10. I'm giving the Bills. He is second. Hold on now. It's not that easy. He is second in the league in interceptions thrown, right? So he's still giving up the booty.
I'm out of Kool-Aid.
But the Bills are playing football these last 4 weeks. So you gotta give him that. You gotta give him his props when the props are due. I crap on Josh Allen because Josh Allen is just crappable. But he is playing good football. He is a top 10 quarterback. I'll say top 6 at this point. And he's playing football. Now, Bills I know they got Miami next week. I don't know who they got this weekend. But the game's going to decide the division is next week. So we'll see how that goes.
It's gonna be a good time. Yeah, we jump back and forth. It's all good. Lawrence is not playing this week, so gives the Titans a chance.
But how bad are the Jaguars lately, though? If we're going to talk about good Bills,
give the Titans a chance to what?
Win a division.
We already are eliminated. Like, there's no winning anything.
They're eliminated from the playoffs, but not winning the division, sir.
Upsets, baby. You got to get these upsets. Let's go.
What?
Sorry, I just read that for Skip Bayless's tweet. My bad.
What up, Tito?
Tito, no, I am not doing PPR.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, Tito.
Yeah,
that 0.5. He Tito tripping. But back to your question here.
Fleck. I just want to throw that out there.
What?
He called you Dream Killer because he mad at you.
Dang.
Okay. I told him. Look, I told him he can change them to PPR if he wants.
I'm just he put your entire name in there too. He put your entire name in there. I mean,
Flectron.
Take my talents to South Beach.
Sheesh. Well, back to your
Clear
question, Amir.
more.
How bad are the Jacksonville Jaguars? They started out red hot.
Here's now Trevor Lawrence obviously got hurt weeks ago. Now, here's the problem I had that they rushed him back. It was a high ankle sprain. High ankle sprain is at least 2 weeks out. At least. He played that same week, right? Got out the game. Beathard came in. He hasn't been the same. Then he got hurt on his shoulder a couple weeks after that. Here's my issue with Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars. Did they forget they got Etienne at running back?
They giving him the Bijan Robinson treatment.
Don't get me started with that shit.
It's an entire issue. I don't know what's going on over there on that side of the country. You know,
Well,
you go from Florida up to.
Sorry, one major thing that has to be said: the losing streak started when Christian Kirk went out. So I don't know if one correlates with the other, but it can't be a coincidence, right? Christian Kirk out, they lose 4 in a row.
I mean, say what you want though, man. He has been earning that contract he got.
He reset the market. Just want to throw that out there.
He reset the market and went out and played like he was supposed to. You don't see a whole lot of people that reset the market and go out and play like that, but he went and played like he was supposed to. So can't really be mad at him for resetting the market.
I'll ask y'all though, did Houston catch up to Jacksonville and win the division?
They've already caught up to them. They're all 8-7 with the Colts. The Jags, Colts, and Texans, they're all 8-7.
So,
they're all tied.
The Jazz got the
tiebreaker.
Yeah, but
right
if CJ Stroud plays and Trevor Lawrence doesn't, I think Houston can take it from him. But
I mean, I can see especially with Trevor being out, I can see the Colts or the Texans winning that division.
But it's gonna be a toss up. That's gonna be a week 18 type of thing that happens right there with them. And how have we not talked about this yet? What in the all the way blue and orange hell is happening in Denver? Are they gonna cut Russ? Is he getting traded? What he said? He came out today, said he wanted to stay in Denver. He want to continue to ride.
That's the $85 million question.
I will tell you. I will tell you what I know, which is what everybody else should know, is that Sean Payton does not like Russell Wilson as a person, as a player, as a name. He don't like nothing about Russell Wilson.
Nope.
Nothing. I will say this. One of the rumored floating spots that if he is released or traded, that Russell Wilson can land is the Falcons. That boy ain't going to Atlanta. Future ain't finna have that. We already know that. Future ain't finna
yeah, you don't want to go there. You know, now if he really wanted to piss Future off, he'll go to the Saints to be with that rival team.
Why would he want to do that?
If I'm Sean Payton, I would send him to the Saints. I would screw the last team that I was with. Hey, y'all can have it.
But see, that's the thing, though. It's not. It's the Broncos' problems aren't Russell Wilson's fault.
They aren't.
He is playing good ball. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's like 7th in the passer rating.
QBR.
26 touchdowns versus 8 interceptions. Like, it's not that defense. Their defense sucks.
Yeah, I don't know what the disconnect is out there, but and why they trying to they benching him and trying to get rid of him. But
it's like Amir said, the Broncos brass gave Sean Payton control over the team, and he has some type of, I don't know what it is. I think it's some type of personal vendetta against Russell Wilson.
He said it from day one. He said it from day one. If Russell Wilson stopped spending more time, like he attacked his character from day one. He
stopped trying to kissing babies and stuff, huh?
Stop being a face of Denver. Stop giving to charities. I'm like, what is your problem?
Right.
Like, why are you attacking him when Denver has a lot more issues?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean Payton was tripping for that. How you tell him to stop doing charity work?
Sean Payton is trying to make Russell Wilson the scapegoat for what's going on in Denver, and I think that's totally unfair. It's not his fault.
Mm-hmm. And that's why
he's not playing up to the contract that he signed at the time. But I mean, here in the last half of the season, he's been one of the better quarterbacks in the league. So
right.
I agree. And just this week, Sean Payton said, if I could replace 5 old linemen and put 5 new wide receivers, then maybe I could work with Russell Wilson. How does that make sense?
No. That's not what he said. He said replacing one quarterback is easier than replacing 5 offensive linemen.
And that's the crazy part, because Russ is doing all of the stuff that Sean Payton asked him. Like last year, they was arguing. Sean Payton wanted him to put the wristband on. He was like, I don't like having the wristband on. I don't like doing it that way. So they was butting heads last season. They was fighting. This season, he came in. He was like, all right, I'll put the wristband on. I'm gonna do this. I'll do how Sean Payton is asking me to do. I'm not gonna have my own office on the second floor of the facility.
Stop that.
Yeah, he stopped. He stopped that last year.
Before he even got in office, good. Sean Payton said that right there is a no-go.
Yeah, you're not gonna have all your people in here, but it was stuff that they were still arguing about throughout last season that they kind of put to bed in the off season, and they on the same page supposedly. So
it's definitely personal. Like you look at Sean Payton had Drew Brees all those years, right? He got a pocket passing quarterback. That's what he wanted Russell Wilson to be. It's equivalent to when Jay Gruden wanted RG3 to be a pocket passing quarterback. It was his excuse to get rid of him to put Kirk Cousins in there. Like, people just find excuses instead of, I get it, he may not be your quarterback, but you don't have to destroy his character.
Right.
It just doesn't work. Make it work. It doesn't work. Okay, you move on in the off season. You don't do this. You don't do all of this during the season. You don't see the players looking at the coaches like, here we go again. Here we go again.
And I was about to say, and that kind of makes you wonder, like, okay, are the guys that had Russ's back, are they looking at Sean Payton with the side eye like, what the hell is this dude on?
And
what kind of trip is he on right now?
Right. And apparently and this came from Russ. He said they came up to him during his bye week and told him if he didn't change his contract to take out that injury guarantee, then he'd be benched for the rest of the year.
Why wait till week 17 to have that discussion?
No.
They did that in the bye week.
They had that discussion I think they had 9 games to go at the time.
Right. But why wait until the end of the season to actually bench him?
Why wait during the season?
Because I think the NFLPA got involved because I seen that a lot of stuff was, going back and forth where they were like, okay, you're trying to railroad him because he won't take something out that you guys agreed to in his contract.
Right.
Trying to railroad him. And I think they kind of they backed off of it a little bit and they gave it. And then this is the GM, the Broncos GM. He's like, okay, well, I'm going to leave all football decisions to Sean Payton. He already knows that Sean Payton has personal issues with Russell Wilson for whatever reason.
We discussed and put Buffalo on a pedestal because they went on a run. Their last loss was who?
Broncos.
Exactly. And they're still in position to get a playoff spot.
Right.
What are you doing? Sean Payton, what are you doing?
I think what he's doing, they're trying to not have Russ get injured before training camp, because if he's injured before training camp, then $37 million becomes guaranteed. And they're trying to not have that guaranteed.
But they knew that 9 weeks ago.
Hold up. Who put the comment, people always restructure deals? I want to get some clarification on what they mean by it.
That was JPP.
Okay, and I normally don't talk to him, but I'm going to talk to him tonight. What do you mean by that? Y'all can continue your conversation. I want to know what he meant by that.
Okay, my bad. All right. Look, we sitting there pausing like JPP about to jump in there and start talking.
But what we said was this usually doesn't happen in season. Restructuring happens off season.
But they weren't asking him to, which is why I wanted him to clarify. They weren't asking him to restructure. They were trying to power play him. hey, either you do this or this is going to happen. Like, that's
Right.
not
Yes.
a restructure.
That's exactly what they did.
That's not a
Yes, all
restructure.
season. We know that, but all this happens off season. I'm trying to so we can move on from that conversation to say
No,
this happens.
I want him to clarify.
No, stop pointing your finger at the computer screen. Because stop reading, sir. Because reading is not fundamental right now. All right, off season. All right, and by the pace of this show, we'll be done by the time the off season starts. So we're going to move on. We are going to move on.
If he responds, I'm reading.
I know y'all missed me.
I'm just
I
saying.
know y'all missed me.
Okay, we can move on.
He
He
responds.
responds.
Either way, I'm looking forward to seeing how the rest of this season play out. We got 2 more weeks. Let's see how the rest of it play out. But Amir, you've been gone. You've been at poker tables and you've been doing things. You've been getting yourself together. You've been getting your life together for bigger things to come.
I'm just saying, I love that shirt.
What's going on in the world of Major League Baseball? You ain't been here. Our baseball guy hasn't been here to talk about baseball. So go ahead and talk about a little bit of baseball, sir.
Did you just do a line real quick?
He did. I saw it.
What's happening here?
Everybody in LA. Everybody in LA just did what I did. So with that being said, now this is my allergies. For the record, I don't want nobody go talk about, hey, Amir is going, you gotta catch this podcast because they go.
That's why he wasn't on the podcast.
They doing lines. He was in rehab.
Right?
He was in rehab.
All right, we drink. Hey, that makes sense, right? I was probably in rehab for 2 months.
Hey, look, you said LA. Let's go.
Hey, the Dodgers have been, I'm gonna say, stumping the baseball world. And by me stump, everybody already knows we're not going to kill the Ohtani bug to death. They signed a Japanese pitcher without throwing one major league pitch. Since you brought me into baseball name, Yamamoto.
The whole name.
So with that, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, something like that.
I don't know. I didn't know he had a first name.
With that being said, I'm about to crap on the Dodgers. I am about to crap on the Dodgers. Here's why.
Let's go. I'm here for that.
I'm about to mute him. Say one thing I don't like.
Who has the top 2 ERAs and active pitchers in the playoffs right now? I'm gonna give you one hint. Obviously, been Clayton Kershaw because he's been crapping the bed every time he touches the ball in the playoffs.
It definitely
There's one. No, I'm saying the highest. You don't want highest. You want lowest. The 2 highest is a bad thing. Clayton Kershaw has the next to last highest ERA among active pitchers.
They say how you can say that but not say Giannis.
Giannis, they're balling.
We've been waiting 3 months for that.
Now,
thank you, Q. We appreciate you.
The number 1 pitcher with the highest ERA, guess who just got traded to the Dodgers? Tyler Glasnow. So tell me where the Dodgers ain't the one and done of Major League Baseball.
I hope they are.
When your starting staff has the top 2 ERAs, when the first round
who's number 2
of the playoffs now is 2 out of 3.
Who's number 2?
Clayton Kershaw.
But he
already had him.
He's not
highest.
They didn't re-sign him yet.
He's coming back.
They didn't re-sign him yet.
You heard it here first. He's coming back. He's gonna be one of those. We'll sign him later because he's old.
Do they need him?
Huh?
They'll probably sign him they'll sign him to a little contract for the minimum.
I was hearing the Rangers were trying.
The Rangers in on him.
Here's something people ain't talking about. They just had a Cy Young pitcher suspended indefinitely, who they're still missing one spot. He may not come back ever, and that's Luis Arias for beating the crap out of his girlfriend, pregnant wife, whatever it was. We don't condone it. He's got suspended last year. We don't see him coming back ever.
Nope.
So the Dodgers are still in need. So what they did was they signed a pitcher who can't pitch for $700 million, Shohei Ohtani. They signed a pitcher who has yet to throw a major league pitch, and Yamamoto for $320 million, and said, "Here, take $50 million right out the rip as a signing bonus. So it's really $370 million. Don't get me started on the Dodgers, on the one and done LA Dodgers.
I mean, it sounds like somebody is just upset that his Yankees aren't able to buy world championships anymore.
No, you asked the question. I answered the question.
I did ask the question what's going on with Major League Baseball. Notice we ain't saying nothing about the Braves because they trash and they just mad.
Hey, we ain't seen this much activity between Japan and the American League
and America.
Since way back then when they were dropping bombs. I'm just throwing it out there. Don't get mad at me. That was an easy joke. I just had to throw that out there.
Since they went to Hawaii, huh? All right, I'll take that.
That was an easy joke. I just had to say, come on.
I'll take it. I asked you what's going on in baseball, and that is quite literally the only thing that's going on in baseball. So, I mean, there's nothing else you could have really talked about.
Well, I can go on a tirade and say, remember when the Boston Red Sox traded Mookie Betts to the same Los Angeles Dodgers?
I do. I remember that.
Verdugo, a guy named Jeter Downs, and a player to be named later. Those two players are currently signed for the New York Yankees. So they gave up Mookie Betts and allowed the Yankees to get every player that the Dodgers sent to the Boston Red Sox. We're talking about what's going on in Major League Baseball, right?
The Red Sox just signed a pitcher.
In theory, the Yankees traded Mookie Betts to the Dodgers.
Who has passed his prime.
Is that what you're telling me?
What'd you say, Flex?
So in theory, the Yankees traded Mookie Betts to the Dodgers. That's what you're telling me.
Pretty much. They beat the crap. They beat the crap out of the Red Sox that year. They got rid of Mookie Betts and they took those players. I'm just throwing it out there.
Y'all got anything else y'all want to talk about? No matter to me.
I would just throw it out there. I guess I missed a lot. I don't want to get hit.
Mm-hmm.
I got to look over my shoulder. I don't know Draymond Green personally, but I too still look over my shoulder to make sure he ain't coming for me. Now,
yeah, I got it.
He'll be back at 6 or 7 games. His counseling is going very well. With that being said, does that get the Golden State Warriors a chance?
No.
To make the playoffs?
No, because he make
the playoffs.
No, make the playoffs.
To make the playoffs, but he not gonna come back and be the enforcer because he can't. They got him. They gonna have him on a very short leash. He not gonna be able to come back and do none of the foolishness that he been doing. So
because one team ahead of them, which happens to be the 11th team.
But is that really going to stop him?
No.
Because look at Ja Morant.
He said he was stopping after he choked out Gobert. And look what happened. Now they've been on the road.
That's true. Yeah, and Ja, Draymond. I don't know what's going on with these guys. They can't get out their own way.
How much longer before he's suspended again?
Ja?
Like you can't come back.
As long as he's not caught on camera with it.
This is your celebration.
He not caught on camera with a gun, but you sitting there on national TV because you know this game is televised, and you sitting there doing all this after you win. You sitting there acting like you shooting at the crowd in New Orleans. That's ridiculous. You know you just got suspended 25 games for having guns and everything else in the video, but I guess you just poking fun at the NBA and everybody who suspended you. So it is what it is. Bradley Beal coming back tonight. So I mean,
for the 11th place Phoenix Suns. Are we gonna talk about that?
Is that just the most disappointing team in basketball right now?
Now, okay.
Besides the Pistons.
I'm gonna go right back to you, Jim. I gotta ask this because this question's been on my mind for like a month, right? Rumors been out there that KD is pushing the eject button, just like he did in Brooklyn, just like he did in Golden State, just like he did everywhere else he's been. He always has. If it doesn't go his way, he presses the eject button. Right now, at what point do we say, just like we got a Harden, didn't we? Harden has been the guy over and over again that's been, hey, Harden can't play with others. Harden can't play with others. Harden can't play with others. KD got a healthy Devin Booker.
Right. What's up, Chachi?
KD,
We see you.
Bradley Beal. See the camera. The mirror, sorry.
Yeah, we can see you in the mirror talking.
The Modelo, please. That's funny. That was funny.
That was.
Maybe she had a 2 cents on it. I don't know.
It's the New Year's show. So
how much does this blame go to KD?
It has to go to KD because you get there, and like you did in all these other places, you're supposed to be building a team. You're supposed to be the leader, but as soon as things don't go your way, or as soon as there's a small bit of controversy, you immediately hit the eject button and you trying to get out. That can't be what you do as a leader. You can't be trying to just get out when things don't go your way and there's controversy. You need to be able to fight through the adversity and take your team to help them win. But you're not doing that. So it's definitely on him. Sponsored by Modelo.
That team is good enough to be a top 10 team.
It is. It really is. It really is. I just got word that Elijah Moore is out of the hospital. He is at home and recovering well right now. So continue to monitor that situation.
Good to hear. I don't know. I talk crap about LeBron all the time. Obviously, for me, it's not LeBron, it's LeBron fans because they're the most annoying NBA fan base ever. But KD has to be, as a player, as a person, all those ghost accounts he used to put on Instagram to defend KD. Not KD, not KD. Right. I'm like, we know it's you, KD.
All his burner accounts. Just yeah, he definitely needs to be held accountable and have his feet held to the fire. Oh, look, he got some more Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I had to go get me some more Kool-Aid.
Let me ask y'all this question.
To bring me drinks, so I have to go get my own.
I understand. Let me ask y'all this question, and we don't want to spend too much time on it because Fleck always say we spend a half hour on the Pelicans. I'm not trying to spend a half hour on the Pelicans.
Talking about them?
Why? Who brought up the Pelicans?
I'm about to ask y'all a question about the Pelicans, but I don't want to spend too much time on it. And I'm asking y'all because I'm not talking about it.
Hey, I'm gonna say like they do in court: ask and answer, so that way we can just move on.
So no, this is a serious question. How is it that the Pelicans can beat teams like the Jazz and the Nuggets, but can't beat the Kings and the Grizzlies?
Well, you said the Kings like they suck.
I know the Kings don't suck, but I'm just saying.
What are you saying?
How is it you can beat the defending champs multiple times, but can't beat, especially the Grizzlies? Take the Kings out of it.
It depends on which angle you look at Zion's tattoo when he's balling. Because if it's leaning to the left, they're losing that game. If it's leaning to the right, then they might have a chance. They might win in the fourth quarter. I'm telling you, it's a thing.
Well, they play better when he don't play.
Mariah, he's not conditioned.
We not even mentioning her. Why would you bring
Mariah
her up?
Mills, he's not conditioned.
Why would you bring her up? We not trying to give her no more airtime.
I thought we was done talking about
Screw PPR, sir. Screw PPR.
Is there PPR in basketball?
Who's Billy?
Points per retard. That's
points per rebound.
Points per rebound.
No, I don't play fantasy basketball, so I don't even know how.
I tried to play fantasy basketball one time. They got way too many games, and I didn't watch basketball that much.
I was for it. I just missed the draft this year, but I played one league every year in Yahoo. I love it.
It was way too much stuff happening, and I had a decent team when I played. I don't remember who I was on team, but I remember I had Kobe and KG, but I just couldn't keep up with it because it was too many games. And that was KG in his prime the first time he was with the T-Wolves.
Look, I was looking at the standings, right? Obviously, well, not obviously. Phoenix has moved up. They're number 10 now by being 15-15, even 500, which is.
I said they were 10.
Was you on camera or you get more Kool-Aid, sir?
No, I was on camera. You said they were 11.
Again.
I said they were 10.
He did say it. He said it.
My bad.
He was.
Maybe I was
He
getting-
said it. He said it right after he finished drinking some Kool-Aid.
Doing my job as the statistician. You said they were 11. I said no, they're 10. But I understand.
Oh,
Are we still
Yep.
expecting Houston and Dylan Brooks to fall off the top 10?
I'm so tired of
You didn't
Dylan Brooks.
mention Dylan Brooks.
I
at
want
all?
somebody to just snatch his little braid out his head. He's not good.
Houston's got a good coach. Though.
Hey, but imagine this playing tournament though. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. Imagine this playing tournament, and if the Lakers win this playing tournament, they can hang up another banner for all I care. We're looking at the Pelicans, Lakers, Phoenix, and Golden State Warriors. I'm imagining in the playing tournament.
Who?
Not right now. I'm saying imagining as going into the future.
I didn't hear who said. I heard Phoenix. I didn't
Imagine Phoenix being 9th and Golden State being 10th.
Okay.
If the Lakers come out of that 4 and make the playoffs, do they hang another banner?
If the Lakers come out of the play-in
tournament.
If the Lakers are in the play-in tournament, they're not gonna no.
I'm saying they win the tournament.
Okay, got you. I see what you're saying. They won the in-season tournament, put up a banner. If they win the play-in tournament,
there we go.
Put up a banner for that.
I haven't been gone that long. Work with me.
I was waiting for him to catch it. I just sat back. I was just waiting for him to catch it.
I had a couple of cups of Kool-Aid. Leave me alone. I was a little slow. I smell what you're cooking now.
Oh my goodness!
And they probably would.
They want to hang as many banners as they can, and I'm sure that they will give LeBron James the MVP of the playing tournament.
Oh, and don't let them get the 8th seed, right? Win the playing tournament, hang the banner, and beat Minnesota Timberwolves, who haven't been number 1 right now. Beat them in the first round of the playoffs. Don't stop.
Anthony Edwards is playing out of his mind.
I am logging off.
Anthony Edwards is playing out of his mind.
Ant going crazy.
That dude is
going crazy.
Like these last 4 or 5 games, he's averaging like 35 points a game.
Yeah, he going crazy. He ain't been dunking on people like talking about it, but he been going crazy in other ways.
He's the one that said Michael Jordan couldn't guard him, but then he scored 6 points the next game. But
he did say that. I don't know why he would even say that. Just leave it alone. It's a curse when people do that. As soon as they do that, they end up scoring like 2 points and breaking their leg or something.
But I think we're going to say the same thing here, right? We're going to move on, and this is New Year's weekend, and it is the first round of the playoffs. That's what we're going with. NCAA football.
Yeah, that's what I was going at. I was just about to say, we had the Liberty Bowl, Sun Bowl, Gator Bowl, and Cotton Bowl today. The Cotton Bowl is later, but Memphis won. Yeah, it's a lot of bowls. The next year is the All Sports Matter Bowl. I'm telling you, it's happening. So get on board with it.
I swear to you, as God is my witness, I just watched the Transgender Bowl. Only
they had a Transgender Bowl. They had the Pop-Tart Bowl.
Like, when did the transgenders get a bowl?
Exactly. The Pop-Tart Bowl. We're having an All Sports Matter Bowl next year. So just y'all get on board and be ready.
Pop-Tart Bowl. Did you see that? Like, they got to eat the edible mascot.
They ate the mascot. Yeah, that was just ridiculous. That was ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure that mascot was rolling around the grass.
Duke Mayo Bowl.
Ugh, gross.
You are not gonna pour mayo over my head. I like mayo, but that.
All right, we gonna stop talking. Man, we ain't gonna talk about that.
Huh?
That was the Will Levis Bowl, that Mayo Bowl.
Will Levis. Yep. Oh, Notre Dame won the Sun Bowl. Look at that, 40-8.
Why couldn't be the Soraya Bowl? She puts it on her pizza.
These kids are weird.
They are.
Clemson won the Gator Bowl because I just gonna move past that. They beat Kentucky and they struggled. They kind of struggled with Kentucky, 38-35. So
Kentucky gave that game away.
Should Clemson be in the top 25 coming into next season?
They will by name.
They didn't do anything. Like
that's what I'm saying. They ranked 22 and they barely beat an unranked team in the bowl game.
Okay, well then
that fourth quarter, I watched it. That was a good ass fourth quarter.
Like Amir said,
you said Memphis just won. Okay, I guess. I saw it. I've been saw it. It happened. You got Missouri playing Ohio State in the Cotton Bowl.
Marvin Harrison Jr. said he is not playing.
I don't blame him.
Smart man. Yeah, I was about to say smart man.
So yeah, this weekend is gonna be some good bowl games. Who y'all got in the big? What is it? 4, 2?
Monday.
I know the Sugar Bowl is down here, and I couldn't even really tell you who was playing in the Sugar Bowl. I saw it and had tickets to it. And
Texas, they're playing Washington.
Washington, that's who it is. Yeah.
And the Rose Bowl is
Alabama.
Michigan and Alabama. Is that what you're asking us?
Yeah. Who y'all got coming out of those to get to the chip?
I think Michigan beats Alabama. They're the better team. I think Michigan beats Alabama. I'd be. Let me say it this way: I'd be surprised if Alabama beats Michigan, but I'm going Michigan in that. I'm going Michigan, and Texas and Washington. That's going to be a good one. I think that's going to be a good one. But I think Texas being the de facto home team, I think they pulled that one.
Yeah, I think they are the home team down here for the Sugar Bowl.
I can't trust.
I said that because Texas is a lot closer to New Orleans than Seattle is, obviously.
Right. Yeah, but they are the home team for the Sugar Bowl for some reason. It's weird.
I can't trust Michigan after losing to TCU last year.
But that was last year.
Nobody.
Michigan's fault for we had that ass whooping in the finals last year. It's Michigan's fault. Hold on, I'm not done. Michigan's fault that Florida State did not make the top 4 because they did not want to see that ass whooping again from last year. Just want to throw that out there. All that blame goes to Michigan. I don't trust Michigan. I like their team. I don't like Harbaugh.
Who will be in Los Angeles next year, by the way?
I don't.
Who? Harbaugh?
Harbaugh.
No, he won't.
He has a lot of controversy following him right now.
He'll be in Michigan. He has
the easiest thing to do is to eject and go to the NFL.
But I thought that there was a clause in his contract that he couldn't leave Michigan before 2024. Before the end of 2024.
No, they're trying to add a clause into an extension that says he can't leave until he does 2 years of the new contract. But you're the statistician, so I know you go figure it out. What were you saying, Amir?
I just said I don't trust Michigan. But I say all that to say that I don't like Alabama whatsoever. But if this game would have happened a week after the Alabama-Georgia game, I'd definitely go all in on Alabama. They're hot. I think it's more bad Georgia than it was good Alabama. But it's so hard to freaking pick, man.
Georgia play Florida State tomorrow. What you saying, Fleck?
No, I was saying you're right. It's if he signs the
extension.
He can't go to the NFL for a year.
So
I think who you got him here? I didn't hear you make predictions.
No, I got analysis. I don't have a pick, if that's fair.
No, we need picks.
If you go to which quarterback is better on the
we need picks.
Texas, Michigan side is yours better
than that's who you got? Texas and Michigan? Those are your two?
Texas and Washington, Texas and Michigan.
Washington? No, you said Texas and Michigan. So he's got Texas beating Washington. He's got Michigan beating Alabama. Who you got, Jim?
Texas, Alabama.
This hurts because I don't like any of those teams.
I don't like none of them either, but I don't like none of them either.
One team that I don't care if they win it all is Washington. Like nobody really hates Washington.
Nobody hates Washington, but I don't foresee them. I don't foresee them not having an SEC team in the finals in the championship.
They will.
They shouldn't have been SEC in the playoffs. They shouldn't have been.
Texas.
They should have been SEC team in the playoffs.
I agree with you on that. I'm agreeing with you on that one.
But
normally I know you just be on your SEC hater rant, but I'm agreeing with you on that one.
This one, I thought long and hard.
Florida State got screwed.
Right. This one I thought long and hard, but it's because TCU got blown out in that final. They don't want to see that happen again.
And I don't agree with it, but if Jordan Travis hadn't got injured,
right,
Florida State would be in the playoffs.
I agree. Alabama would have been out. I definitely would agree.
So yeah, I the way I see it, my thoughts is it's gonna be Alabama, Texas, and everybody go end up with one loss.
And the debacle we have out of that,
no, if Alabama, Texas, somebody's gonna have 2 losses.
Say it's gonna be a 12-team playoff next year. That nobody's gonna want to see Ohio State versus Central Florida or something, some BS top 12 game. You know, Alabama versus Liberty. Nobody's gonna
have 18 from the SEC in there.
You're gonna see 6 SEC teams next season.
Yeah,
in a 12-team playoff. Mainly because they got
something went wrong if that happens.
Huh?
Something went wrong if that happens.
I'm just saying.
And I only say that because next year they're going to the 9 conference game schedule.
I definitely like the SEC schedule now. That's one thing I will agree on. SEC schedule for next season, no team got it easy.
They gonna beat the hell out of each other.
No team got it easy.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting at. That's why I said it.
That's been my gripe with SEC for all these years, where Georgia don't play anybody until they play the 1-4 Georgia team. It's like the 1-4 Florida Gators team in Jacksonville. Like they hadn't played nobody. So that's been my gripe all these years. Now they finally can play somebody.
Why are you hitting us with the low blows though?
Because I just happen to look at the helmet behind you.
You know that's how people from Notre Dame do. They just go for low blows because they don't have competition because they in the conference by themselves. So they just hit everybody with low blows.
Every year
they automatically go to the conference championship.
Notre Dame's gonna finish 6-6 next year and still be top 12. Watch. We run the independent.
I believe that though.
That is
you joking, but I really do believe that.
That is a true to life shame. Also, before I forget, don't forget to listen to our radio show. We've been on hiatus for the last month or so, but listen to our radio show on Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. It's New Year's Eve, so we definitely go be back on the radio to give y'all a New Year's Eve edition of our show. Vibe 95. Go ahead and read that. Read the ticker. Real quick, fellas, let's do a real quick rapid fire. Give me y'all picks for this weekend for NFL. Before we jam out of here, you got the Lions and Cowboys.
I got the Cowboys.
I'm going Lions.
You need to go Lions.
I need the Lions. Right. I need Jared Goff. I'm
gonna go Cowboys too then.
I'm rooting Lions, but I think the Cowboys win because it's a home game for them.
It's a home game, so I think the Cowboys will win. I'm gonna stay out of this one. 49ers Commanders.
I'm gonna stay out of this one too.
Huh?
I'm gonna stay out of this one too.
Brissett is out.
Jacoby Brissett is starting.
No, he not. Well, he questionable. He injured his.
Jacoby Brissett is starting. What do you mean he's questionable?
Y'all didn't see the news this morning? He got he's questionable from a groin injury.
Yeah, he's questionable. He's starting.
He's playing. Yeah,
that's how bad they want Howell out of there. That's going on. He's playing.
That is a shame. Saints Bucks.
That's a big divisional matchup.
I got Bucks. I think Mayfield's playing at a high level.
Mayfield is playing, yeah.
I think the Bucks win it too. Although the Saints think they still have something to fight for, so they will still be fighting. But
right?
No. They if they win out and the Bucks and the Falcons lose out, then they take the NFC South. But so these last 2 games go be geared for them.
You said rapid fire.
I did. Jets Browns. That happened already. Cardinals
you got
Eagles.
The Browns.
You got the Browns. Cardinals Eagles.
I got the Georgia Eagles.
You said the Cardinals, Amir?
What did I say?
I thought you said the Cardinals.
I was looking at my beard. I meant to say Cardinals. Kyler Murray might not play, but I'm going Eagles. I'm going Eagles.
I'm about to say Dolphins Ravens.
So I put both of those in one comment.
Oh, gotcha.
That's what I meant.
They're playing in Baltimore. No Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, Dolphins Ravens in Baltimore.
I got the Ravens.
All right, Amir.
Yeah, I don't see a letdown. You beat the best team in the league and in the NFL. No Waddle. Yeah, the defense is just
That
insane.
defense off the chain. I'll take the Ravens too. Falcons, Bears.
Because we have to pick somebody. Give me the Bears.
I agree.
By the way, this game should have been flexed to Saturday morning at 2:30 a.m. Panthers, Jaguars.
I mean, actually, that one's got playoff implications on it. No Trevor Lawrence, but I still think they beat the Panthers.
They're favored by 4.
I'm gonna pick the Panthers. The Panthers have confidence coming out the overtime loss against Green Bay last week.
If they were playing in Carolina, yeah, but they're playing in Jacksonville.
No, they hate Carolina. They don't want to be at home. They play better.
They play better on the road. They 2 wins came on the road.
I'm still going Jags.
They hate Carolina.
I'm still
all right.
They play through a monsoon.
Bills, Patriots.
Bills.
Yeah.
All right. Raiders, Colts.
Man, I want to say Colts, but that Raiders team under Antonio Pierce has been balling, man.
They playing in Indy.
Before you give your pick, here's what I don't get. How do you not complete a pass for 3 quarters and still be
crazy? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Hey.
And still win because you run for almost 200 yards.
And I'm hoping I get 200 yards because I need.
They're playing in Indy.
Whatever his name is, I put him in there for the championship. Let's go.
Indy is they favored in no Zach Moss.
I'm going Colts.
Rams, Giants.
They got Jonathan Taylor back, so I'm gonna go to Colts as well. It's gonna be like a 15-13 type of game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a low scoring game. But I'm going Colts. That Colts defense has been playing pretty good too.
I like the Colts. Rams, Giants.
Rams,
Giants. I'm going Rams.
I got Rams.
Gangsta not playing, so
I need Kyron Williams and Pookie to go the hell off.
Who are you telling?
Tyrod Taylor time.
Mahomes for Stafford in the championship this weekend.
Yeah, I need Kyron Williams to go off too.
That was a smart move though. Because Mahomes hasn't been playing like Mahomes.
It was. Texans, Titans.
Texans.
I'm supporting my boy. They're going for the division. I'm going for the Titans.
You know the Titans always win the games they ain't supposed to.
I'm going CJ Stroud and the Texans. He's coming back. They got a chance to win the division. I'm going Texans.
Titans all day. Derrick Henry, 2 touchdown passes, one touchdown run. Let's go.
Still the Seahawks.
Who's starting at quarterback for the Steelers?
Mason Rudolph.
Weren't they talking about Kenny Pickett might be back?
Yes, but because
they said he might be, but Mason Rudolph starting.
Yeah, they start Mason Rudolph.
And they playing in Seattle.
They're playing in Seattle, so I'm going Seattle.
I agree.
Yep, I'm thinking Seattle. Chiefs, Bengals.
That's a catch game. Okay. I think the Chiefs finally get it together, not because they're the Chiefs. I think Browning just does something dumb at the end. And it's not a Chiefs dominant victory by no means. This is like a 21-20 type Chiefs victory.
Yeah, I'm going Chiefs. And like Amir said, it's going to be a struggle. It's not going to be a blowout.
I'm going to take the Bengals to upset. They playing in Kansas City, and for whatever reason, and I feel like it's because
that little girl ain't going to be there.
I feel like it's because she's an Eagles fan. She put bad juju on the Chiefs.
The little girl's not going to be there.
I saw that.
So I'm picking the Bengals for the upset. Chargers, Broncos.
No Boza, no Keenan Allen.
You know,
somebody else is out.
I'm gonna get my Sean Payton on and pick the Chargers. I'm just gonna be petty for no reason.
This game is confusing because it's Jarrett Stidham versus Easton Stick. Stidham versus Stick.
Like I said, I'm gonna be no Keenan Allen. He's not playing.
This is one if you have a parlay, you stay far away from this game as possible.
Broncos are favored by 3.5. So
Of course they are.
I would take the Chargers with the points.
Yeah, I'm going Chargers.
Amir, like,
Just
I'm
to be petty. Just to give me
confused
some
by this entire thing.
If this is the game, if I actually did a line of anything, it would be this game.
Just the whole game. This is ridiculous. And for Sunday Night Football, you got the Packers and the Vikings.
I don't understand why that game didn't get flexed. I don't
understand why. I mean, okay, yes, he turned the ball over a ton, but he was winning. I don't understand why they benched Nick Mullins.
I don't get it either.
He was turning the ball over a lot. I give him that.
From what I read was Jaron Hall is their future quarterback. He only got pulled because he got hurt. And then came the Pasternak phenomenon. So he never got a chance.
Okay, so why didn't they go back to him after that?
Well,
when they benched Dobbs.
I agree with you. They say he's been hurt. They said for the first time he's completely healthy.
He wasn't hurt then because they were stressing him out as the third quarterback. I'm just asking.
Who knows?
No Monday night game this week.
There's no Monday night game this week. So don't look for a Monday night game this week. It's not happening. But y'all didn't give me y'all picks for Vikings Packers.
Where's it at? Where is
Minnesota? I thought I did. Maybe I did.
No, you just said you didn't understand why they mentioned Nick Mullins.
You're right. I did.
I'm going Green Bay. Aaron Jones is finally healthy. Jordan Love, as great as he can be, he is about as suspect as he can be. I'm going Green Bay. I'm going Green Bay.
I'm going Green Bay also only because I don't know what we got in Jaren Hall. I don't know what we got in Jaren Hall.
The 7th seed is on the line when these two guys are playing right now.
Yep.
I don't know what we got in Jaren Hall. I'm going
only for them to lose it to Seattle.
Yeah. Because you got what's the boy that's hurt? The running back, the one I picked, Madison. That dude has been a disappointment on.
And he's back. He's fully healthy. Madison's fully healthy.
Shit, he might as well be.
Play. Ty Chandler. They've been better with Ty Chandler.
That's why I said he might as well be hurt. He ain't finna play.
So yeah, I'm definitely going Green Bay on that game. Like Flex said, there's no Monday night game this week, so we don't need to look for that. We appreciate y'all for checking us out, for hanging out with us on this Friday. It is the New Year's weekend, so we hope y'all holidays have been great for y'all. Christmas and New Year's. If you celebrate Kwanzaa, happy Kwanzaa. This is day 4 of Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah. If you celebrate Hanukkah, just happy holidays all together in general. We will see y'all next year. Happy New Year.
In them streets, be safe.
And like we always say, some people like football, baseball, and basketball, while others like hockey, soccer, and NASCAR. But here, all sports matter. We out. Happy New Year.